5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from San Francisco, broadcasting around the world. You're listening to the Armon Wiggins Radio Show.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? Ciao. Ooh, it's been a day. My goodness, but I made it. We're finally here. Ciao. I was sorry I'm a little late. I had my acid reflux. I'm burping. I'm choking. I'm coughing. I look a mess. But we're gonna get into some things today. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's here. If you're a returning subscriber, then you know how this thing goes. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome and hello. Hopefully you guys all liked the video. And yeah, let's talk about it because there's a lot of topics that I wanted to talk about, but I didn't get a chance to talk about because, you know, we had the interview. Shout out to Jamie Foxworth. Shout out to everybody that's seen that interview. And so now we're kind of catching up on all the things that had transpired since, okay? All right, let's start. Who we want to start with? Cardi B? Let's start with Cardi B. So Cardi B is wanting to pursue Congress, okay? Now, she put these tweets out. I think I want to be a politician. I really love government, even though I don't agree with government. I do feel like if I go back to school and focus up, I can be a part of Congress. I dead ass have so much ideas that make sense. I just need a couple of years to go to school and shake the table. And so I did see this when she first tweeted this because I do have her on notification, no cap. However, I didn't think it was a big deal. But then, of course, anytime she does something, things just go viral. So everybody's been talking about it. Some people think that she can't. Now, I hate Cardi people are just like, she can't do anything. Why would she want to do it? She's a terrible person. She's a terrible human being. Then the other people are like, well, I guess she can because of the climate that we're in right now. And I personally feel like if she wanted to go to Congress, I wouldn't be surprised. You guys have to remember, I told you guys this a few months ago. I don't remember what video it is, but I remember I said they're gearing Cardi B up to be placed in names with Beyonce. They're going to start gearing her up to be a politician. Do you remember when I said all this stuff? This is all a part of the planning. I said this a long time ago, so I'm not surprised. I told you this is going to be her whole fairy tale story. Like this is a whole 10-year plan, 15-year plan. Like this is a whole concoction. I'm telling you. And so I'm not surprised. And quite frankly, the climate that we're in right now, I think that she could do it. I think that she can do it. My thing is that she would definitely need a few classes, a lot of speech classes, because I'm not taking her serious to get up there talking about, No, she's going to have to talk clearly and use proper diction before I want to hear her say anything. You know, however, outside of that, I do think the girl is smart. She's made it this far. Don't get it twisted. She's not stupid by far. A lot of that is a persona. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she's very business savvy. Trust me, she knows how to get to that bag, and she knows how to play the game. Now, see, a lot of people might think that she's dumb because of the way she acts in her persona, but she's far from stupid. Don't let the online shtick or gimmicky stuff make you think that she don't have a brain up there. Even though she may not be the most book smart, she understands street smarts, and she also understands how to maneuver. Like, I mean, hell, look at how she's been able to place herself in this world. Like, she knows she has something up there is working. So I think she can do it. I think if she really put her mind to it, she would do it. But however, I don't think that should be a conversation or a focus right now. The focus needs to be this damn album. You need to be telling us what artists are going on this album and how many features you got or how we should be getting ready to look for a single. Why are you tweeting about Congress? You need to be tweeting about how this album is going to be legendary. Cardi B, I told you don't be playing no games, girl. We need you in the studio and we need you to get this album together. The hell are you talking about Congress? You only one album in. You give a damn about you going into Congress? You stop that. You stay focused. Okay? I don't give a damn how hard it is or whatever's going on over there, but you're not changing your mind. You have an album to drop and a tour to go on, and we need to see what's going on. Really, we need a single and we need some music. I don't give a damn about your Congress. You stop that. We're waiting for the music. You hear me? So, girl, I'm not buying it. So right now, no, you cannot do Congress. No, I don't give a damn about you being a congresswoman. I don't want to see none of that. I want to hear the next single. No way you going to come in here and cause all this damn controversy and hell and, this drama and trauma to Nicki Minaj and the rest of the female rap community. Come in here and win Grammys and win number ones and do this and do that and have all these people in an uproar and then talk about you want to be a politician. Damn it, no, we need a record. Okay? So after you do that, then maybe we'll talk politics, sweetie. Yes, so, but shout out to her for thinking big. You just never know what one might become. And here's the thing, guys, for those people that don't like her and saying she can't do it, listen. I know we've all been told by our parents or someone that loved us as we were younger that you can do anything that you put your mind to in this world. And let me tell you something, whether you like a person or not, just because you don't like a person doesn't mean that that same thing does not apply. So whatever she wants to do in this world, if she puts her mind to it, she can do it. Just like people might feel, just like someone told you, we can tell her the same thing. So if you can do it, so can she. Okay? So it is what it is. You don't have to vote for it. You don't have to support her. But I mean, if she wanted to try it, she could. But right now, I'm not here for that shit. I'm here for the records. All right, let's move on past Cardi B. All right, Blac Chyna and Rob. So there's a lot of tea going on. Rob basically said Blac Chyna is an unfit mother. She's dirty, trashy, and raunchy. And a drug addict. And so some of those rumors I believe are true, and some of those rumors I don't really know if they're true, but they could still be true. I thought I heard my dog. Okay, so here's the thing about that. So Blac Chyna is saying this is ridiculous. She's been a great mother. She doesn't go and you do any kind of illegal substances in front of her daughter. If anything, she will have a drink occasionally with friends around, but she's not just out here getting drunk and, being a trashy, raunchy mother. And she said Dream has over 100 nice outfits in her closet at her house. So how dare Rob Kardashian try to come at her and say that she's an unfit mother? So I'm assuming she's got lawyers and she's ready to go to court and she's ready to battle. Blac Chyna's not backing down. Meanwhile, you have Tokyo Toni. Let me remind you who Tokyo Toni is. I should have pulled a picture up of her. Let me get a picture of Tokyo Toni. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Meanwhile, you have Tokyo Toni all on her channel. Must have got monetized because she ain't been on. They keep suggesting me her damn videos. I'm like, stop sending me Tokyo Toni videos. Tokyo Toni's ass over there bipolar, hearing voices. Now she dragging the Kardashians, saying that Kim Kardashian's breath smell like spit or steak, like something. She was saying something. Then she over there stalking Khloe Kardashian, trying to figure out what Khloe got going on. Tokyo Toni, you need to give it up. Don't try to act like a caring mother now. You've always been trash. You'll always be trash. You don't give a damn about China. All you care about is a check. If the Kardashians offered you a check, you'd go and speak out in a heartbeat. So stay out of it, Tokyo Toni. Figure out how you're going to get your rent paid. Okay. And so, Blac Chyna, I think that you need to get your life together. I definitely don't think being in the tabloids for fighting and being, shooting this reality TV show looking like you're scatterbrained and high is going to help any case. On top of that, girl, hopefully all the people working around you now are on NDAs because you know that you like to get into some things, whether you want to admit it to the general public or not. We know, and I know, and I've heard, I've heard a lot, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't really know what's true and what's not. But all I can say is the people are talking. And so you better make sure that these people are on papers because that Kardashian money is long. And you know what? If you're not paying right, somebody will speak out. Oh, yes, Blac Chyna. Pull it together, love. Pull it together because, Rob, they're not going to stop until they get this baby. So you're going to have to tighten up and you're going to have to clean it up and not be so sloppy with it. And I probably wouldn't do that reality show again either until all this is settled. Because you don't need any kind of extra BS coming your way, and keep Tokyo Tony away from your family. Honestly, because if I was to take her to court alone, just playing clips of Tokyo Tony, I wouldn't want my kid around Tokyo Tony. Tokyo Tony is the same woman who said that if your mama was a hoe and snow, Tokyo Tony is the same mother that said to you, if she made you whole, you still supposed to respect her because she your mama. Better be careful with a mother like that because she might pimp out your grandbaby for a rap and for her rent to be paid. Get Tokyo Tony out of there, Rob. Make sure Tokyo Tony is not around Dream. Okay, so we're going to move on. Let's see. Let me take Tokyo Tony off of the line. So now we're on Future and Lori Harvey. Let me tell you something. I'm here for Future and Lori Harvey. I like them. I'm lying. I don't really care about Future. I like Lori Harvey. I think Lori Harvey is the new bad bitch of the century. You know what I'm saying? Of the decade. Heading into 2020. In the next 10 years, I think Lori Harvey is going to take it for the next 10. Because she is a bad bitch and she be having these niggas eating out of the palm of her hand. And here's the thing. It's time to move over Blac Chyna, move over Alexis Sky, move over Drea, Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Amber Rose, Ari for that matter. It's Lori Harvey, okay? And you know what I like about Lori Harvey? She does it with class. You know what I'm saying? Like, see these other girls, the Aries, the Blac Chynas, everybody else, like the socialite, the socialite kind of whores, or the socialite kind of prostitute chicks, or the floozies, or the socialite get around kind of chick. Well, the difference between Lori Harvey, even though she is one of those girls, she has a classy air about herself, whereas I don't think she's sleeping with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I think that she's more conversationalizing these niggas and then maybe, giving a little TNA visually to these niggas and a little persuasive conversation. But I don't think she's really spreading her legs to these niggas. But I think the difference is she comes from money, whereas a Blac Chyna only came from the strip club. So all she knew was to open her mouth and open her legs. I'm here for it. And here's the thing. And let me tell you why I'm here for it. Because if men can do it, so can women. And I just like that it's a classy woman that's doing it. There's so many times like Future. Future have hella baby mamas. Stevie J, y'all love Stevie J. Stevie J goes stick his dingling in there's a bunch of guys who do it. Drake, stay with different bitches. Okay? Stay with different bitches. So now when a woman does it, it's a problem. No, I don't think she ain't pregnant. She ain't sleeping with nobody. All these niggas is wanting to wife her. She's telling these niggas, thanks for the date, but no. Why can't a woman go out and date without being considered a hoe? I don't think that's fair. I don't think she's sleeping with all these niggas. I don't think so. Now, Steve Harvey was asked about it, and he gave his opinion. He pretty much said he don't know what's going on. He's not involved. And he's staying tight-lipped about it. So they all on the same page about it. So, do I think that this is going to last? No, I don't think so, because I feel like Lori Harvey, she's a little smarter than this. Maybe she's entertaining Future for whatever reason. However, I don't think this is going to last, just because he got way too many kids and she's not trying to be no stepmama. I don't think so. But I mean, now she might be fucking Future, because I mean, if he got some good dick, he might have some good dick. But at the end of the day, you put on a condom and you keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Some good dick is some good dick, okay? You just suck it and you keep it moving, okay? And that's what I would say. That's what I would say. In my humble opinion. And so for her birthday, or I don't know whose birthday it was. I don't know if it was her birthday or his birthday, but he took her to this place, this oasis. However, now I do have this video of some messy tea. Let me see if I can pull this up. Hold on, let me see, y'all. Child, my voice has slightly went out the other day. Hold on, I'm trying to pull this up. Oh, okay, yes. Let me send you this. Okay, so they were wearing Future out, though, because they were saying that Future does the same things for all his girls. People were saying that Future is just, but Future's an old guy. If it works one time, let it work again. They keep falling for it and they keep giving up to Punan, and you know what? He keeps giving up to do it. So hold on, let me pull this video up. Let me pull this up. And let me play it for you. Okay, here we go, right here.
Beautiful. Oh,
so they saying Future do this for all his girls.
This birthday is super bomb.
So he takes every girl on their birthday and does the rose petals and the bath and the candles and the.
Oh my gosh, this birthday is super bomb.
So at that point, after seeing that, Future would have to do a lot more for me. But I mean, what can he do for Lori Harvey? She's got it all. But yeah, that's pretty corny. Somebody said a pregnancy ritual. I like that. That was a good one. Oh my God. So yes, Future is the fool in that regard, but he must have some good old dirt, because they keep falling for it every time. And I know it's some of y'all that's watching this that will still let Future hit it. So stop the bullshit, because you would let Future hit it. Period. Pooh.
That's a motherfucking fact.
All right. Let's move on. Okay. Let's see. Oh, are we already to this? Okay, so we are to Jeffree Star. Okay, but before we get to Jeffree Star, we do have to take shout out to one of our sponsors. So let's get into that. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Armon, and this video is sponsored by AdamandEve.com, America's #1 adult toy store company. If you or someone you know are looking to spicing things up, then I got you covered. Head over to AdamandEve.com and use my discount code Armon to receive 50% off of one item and free shipping on an entire order in the US and in Canada. Some exclusions may apply. Happy loving. AdamandEve.com. Okay, so you make sure you go ahead and get that 50% off. Let me tell you something. I was on there and I ordered me some items last night. A little cute. Listen, Valentine's Day is coming up, and what better than to have some 50% off edible lube or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Future, Future, use my discount code. It's Armon, ARMON, and you'll get 50% off and free shipping. Okay? So make sure you use it and let them know that I sent you. Yes. All right. So yeah, make sure you guys use my code. Shout out to adamandeve.com sponsor. And let them know that y'all support the kid over here. So I don't care if y'all go get something for your friends or you get something for yourself or you go get something that's $2. Go get it. Put my name in the code and let them know that we popping over here, that my people, you know, rocks with them. And I know a lot of you women out there get into some things because we've had those conversations. They got the swings, you know what they got. All right, let's keep it moving. All right. Jeffree Star. All right, so I think, what was it, last week or Friday, Saturday, one of those days, Jeffree Star. Oh, God. Jeffree Star goes on his platform crying on his Instagram, telling us to swipe up and watch the video of him and his of him telling about how his boyfriend and him broke up. However, I just feel like Jeffree Star is full of BS. Now, there were some people that said they were trying to blame this boy here, basically saying they feel like, you know, he was straight before and, you know, that he was being gay for pay and he was using Jeffree Star. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that boy was using Jeffree Star at all. I feel like he might have liked Jeffree Star, but I feel like at the same time, Jeffree Star was a bit too much for him and mentally, because if you listen to the video, Jeffree Star was talking a lot about mental health. So I think the boy was having mental breakdowns because he did realize he was once straight and now he's with Jeffree Star, one of the biggest influencers on the planet. And now he's living this rich life. They go out to different countries and different places and they have nasty, hot ritual, you know, gangbangs and threesomes and, you know, a lot of spirit intertwining. And at some point, he started to realize that he doesn't have a life of his own. Everything is Jeffree Star's, from the house that they have in Michigan to the new 14, 20 million or whatever $1 million house that they bought in California. Nothing is his. Everything is Jeffree Star. So at some point, as a 20-something-year-old young man, you're starting to think, what the hell does my life consist of? Being with a man in a wig and pink nails and Birkin bags? Who the hell am I? I'm tired of being this nigga shadow. And I'm mentally going crazy because everything, now I'm famous just because I'm sleeping with you. But I have shit to show for it if anything ever happened. So as a human being, me personally, I feel like the dude is starting to feel like, well, what do I have? And him and Jeffree Star is probably like, well, you know what? You have this fabulous life. And he's probably telling Jeffree, I don't give a damn about this life because ain't shit in my name. And I don't want to be on your channel anymore. Because really think about it. Who's using who? Clearly, Jeffree also talked about the fact that, you know, it was very hard for him to date men publicly. He always felt like a secret. But look at him. No offense, but typically men that look like that, but for the most part, they will be a secret. They're more of a fetish than, you know, a want. But and then they typically have a type that is really far beyond what they ever imagine getting. They typically want like this masculine-esque looking kind of guy, you know, or this hyper attractive man. The guy is really cute. He was a once straight guy. So I'm saying this to say that I feel like Jeffree Star was using him for content in his videos and stuff because he felt like he finally had a cute boy that accepted him and liked him, and they can go have nasty ritual gangbangs on the coast of Dubai. And, you know, at some point the boy started to realize, what is all these spirits I've let into my mind? And now I'm crazy and I don't know what the hell to do with myself because I don't have shit to show for nothing. And so mentally he was going insane. And so they was arguing. And so the dude was just like, you know what? I need to take a break. I need to leave. And Jeffree's like, well, I can't stop being Jeffree Star. So it is what it is. So we're just going to break up. And so the guy went his way and Jeffree went his way. However, the boy still lives in Jeffree's house, or the boy's family still lives in Jeffree's house in Michigan. The boy still comes over and does drive-bys from time to time. So that's what let me know that they didn't really break up on some like you cheated on me stuff. It was more so probably I'm tired of this. And Jeffree like, well, don't be tired of this because this is my life and this is what it is. And they just it's not meshing anymore. That's what I think. I really don't care. about it. But yeah, that was just my 2 cents on it. So yep. So that was my 2 cents on that. And let's do one more. Let's get into Nikki Tutorials. This is something that I really want to talk about. So Nikki Tutorials is another YouTuber, white, as you can see, trending almost 20 million views. You know, they're white. White beauty influencers are winning on YouTube. We've talked about this before. She's a white woman. And so she's recently come out of the closet and said that she was trans. Now, this is interesting to me because she looks very, very real. She doesn't look, she's not hard at all. Her voice isn't hard, anything. But what's really interesting about this situation, for all these years she's been on YouTube, it's been a secret until now because someone was going to blackmail her. I guess people close to her knew. However, all of us on YouTube didn't really know that she was trans. I always thought that she was a woman. So anywho, she comes and tells us that she's trans, and she also says that her mom said that she always knew that she was going to have a little girl, but it wasn't until Nikki got a little bit older, and I'm assuming 3, when she realized that she had a little thing-a-ling down there, that she was no longer a girl. So when she turned 6, she started growing her hair out fully. And then by 7 or 8, she says that she was start going to school dressing like a straight woman. And by 14, she completely had transitioned. Started the transition part, which means there was no longer a peen. Well, I'm going to let you listen to what she says, and then we're going to talk. Okay, I'm not going to play that video. She's a white YouTuber. They will shut me down. I'm going to play the audio.
Because it's time for me to be truly me for all of you. Just because I know people are going to ask, yes, I got fully transitioned. By the time I was 14, I got my hormones because I'm a tall bitch and I kept on growing, and they were like, let's tone that down. I got growth stoppers because I was supposed to be a whole lot taller than I already am today. So they stopped my growth and they gave me hormones. And by the time I was 19, I fully transitioned.
Yes. So she said that she had got height stoppers. She was on hormones at 14. So I'm confused about she fully transitioned at 14 or fully transitioned at 19, or is she saying she was all the way like did she get the thing chopped off at 14 and then the hormones and everything was fully done and developed by 19, everything was fully healed? But either way, she was not even 20 years old, and she was already she got the height stoppers and the hormones, and I think the penile cut off at 14. Somebody had a coin in that family. Now, the question that I ask you is it better that a transgender woman, or a transgender individual in general get, start to transition young? And here's my thought process. I say yes, and I'll tell you why. I say yes because, she looks real to me. Her voice sounds very real. And I feel like the younger you start, the more you can, I've never heard of height stoppers. Because she was a tall B, she said. She said she was tall, so she didn't want to be a tall like a dude. She wanted to be a petite-sized woman, which makes sense. And, as you're developing, you want to do it in your growing years. Now, because there's a lot of trans people that, they become trans where it's too late and then they feel away. There's a lot of these girls, somebody's going to be mad about this, but there's a lot of very hard trans because they don't start transitioning until they're 25 and 30s. And it's like at this point, the hands are fully developed. The facial structure is fully developed. The feet are developed. The height is there, love. The voice has dropped. Okay. So, it's some of those things that, maybe if you start earlier, you have an advantage. You can't be upset. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, but I mean, but the piece is this, like, well, me knowing what I know now and just knowing how I grew up, because I see little trans kids. But then again, is this a white thing? Or because then it raised the conversation, are white people more accepting? Are white people more accepting? Because here's the thing. I know some black people that really became trans, but they were trying to transition as kids, but the parents were like beating them down because they're like, you're trying to be gay, so they were trying to beat the gay out of you. And so they end up turning trans anyway, a little harder. However, you know, some of the white kids, I mean, I was at Great America last year and I seen a little white girl, well, like white boy, I don't know, but he definitely was about 6 or 7 years old, and he had on we was dressed like a girl. And so I feel like, you know, not for nothing, she's going to have she's probably going to have a harder high school life and growing up childhood, but she's going to have a much fairer adult life because when she finally fully transitions, people probably won't be able to clock her teeth. I would much rather have a harder childhood than a harder adult life, because now it's some transgenders that had a better childhood, but then a hell of a hard adulthood, which you are an adult for the rest of your life, because, you know, now you have very, 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 very hard and strong features because you transitioned too late. That's just my opinion. And so I'm really not, I don't know. So I really want to have that conversation with you guys. I would like to know, how do you guys feel about that? Okay. All right. So we'll talk. Then let's get into Billy Porter. I absolutely can't stand Billy Porter. There's nothing about Billy Porter that I like. I feel like the cooning and tap dancing is at all-time high. I feel like once we got rid of Derek J and what's the other one? Derek J and what's the not Eric Bellinger, damn it. Derek J and there was the other queen. Which one? You know which one. There was the two queens walking around with the purses and the bald head, and Derek J and Miss Lawrence. Okay, it's like every few generations we get a queen that's just this bald-headed queen in a dress and a beard and this, that, and the third. Listen, that's not with black, especially black gay men. I don't ever see white freaking people do this. Like, black gay men do not, this is not me. This does not represent me, and I'm tired of this. Even though I like RuPaul, but listen, I don't really care about RuPaul. I don't really care about Billy Porter, because none of them represent black gay people, and none of them really stand for us. They all tap dance for the white man. He got a white man. RuPaul got a white man. They all work for white men. All the people on their team is white men. So I'm not clapping for Billy Porter. Billy Porter ain't for me. Billy Porter is comic to his white oppressors and to his white husband. Billy Porter, this ain't doing shit for me. This is not cute. This is not innovative. This is not standing in your truth. This is not real life. Not for me. Not for the people this is not what it is. This is some shit like, all right, it worked. It gave me some fame because I was on the Met Gala and I did some shit. This gave me some attention. So now every time I go to an award show, I got to be this big black man in some type of dress or a beard. And then it's living in my truth. That's not living in my truth. I don't need to do this to live in my truth. Where's what really living in their truth? Let me tell you what living in your truth is. Having some regular black man in between that's not super hyper masculine or hyper feminine, just a regular average gay black man that looks normal, and have them among straight people. That's living in your truth. You know why? Because that makes people uncomfortable, because they're like, damn, is this starting to be the new thing? But a lot of straight people can't accept that yet because they're not really ready to see gay people outside of the circus. They're not ready to see them like me, just regular, or regular butch queens, in betweens, just existing amongst. It's always got to be like this thing is it on the DL or, oh, that's a drag queen. It's always got to be some shit show of a circus when a gay person's involved. It can't just be like we dwell amongst the regular people and are still cool. This doesn't move me. I don't get excited about this bullshit. Women, y'all get excited about this. See, either women be like, okay, this shit has gone too far, or women get excited about this because this is not a threat. I don't like this bullshit. This is not me. I don't think this is innovative. I don't think this is classy. I don't think this is I don't like nothing about this. I don't relate to Billy Porter in any way. I don't relate to that in any way. So, the gays can be offended all they want, but I'm done tap dancing for the bullshit. Because it's like, well, we got to be happy for Billy Porter. We're going to know the fuck we don't. Billy Porter, especially not happy, don't give a damn about us black people. This is some shit he's doing to keep his white checks coming in. Okay? And I get it. But it's so sad that, we go generation after generation after generation. You start to think, okay, well, at some point the tide is going to turn and, regular black men that are just of color that are gay are just going to be able to be amongst the people. No, but that doesn't happen. The black gays that get the attention, that get the push, they're this caricature of a female. And I'm like that does not represent me at all. But that doesn't represent the majority of us don't walk around like this. We just don't. And so it is what it is. I'm not here for Billy Porter. I know y'all like a lot of Billy Porter. I just think this is just very extra. I don't like that. And I don't like it because I feel like that people will say that this is not the only way to live in your truth. You don't have to be trans, a drag, or in like what really pisses me off. It's like the regular Butch Queen story gets so lost because it's like people don't care about the story unless you got on fingernails or makeup or boobs or a dress. Those ain't the only ones with stories. Those aren't the only ones that need to be uplifted. There's a large community of gay men like myself that look like me that are the majority that stories don't get told because it's not a shit show of a viewing. And I think it's unfortunate. And I feel like the only way people are willing to see you and hear your story is if you make some type of mockery of yourself. But shout out to Billy Porter, I guess. But I just don't like what he does in his career has nothing to do with the way that he has to carry himself. He's a great actor. So why do you have to wear the dresses? Why can't your work just speak for yourself? Why can't you just be that? Why do you have to go and wear these dresses when you don't do it everywhere else? All right. So this just came at the last minute. This came at the last minute. They were saying the City Girls are shady Megan Thee Stallion. I don't really know. Y'all be the judge and y'all let me know. So they said the City Girls were shady Megan Thee Stallion. So let me put okay, they said pee popping on a handstand, not at the gas station. And then Megan Thee Stallion was popping at the gas station. I don't know if that was shade, but you guys will weigh in and you'll let me know. All right, the call-in number. We covered a lot of topics. So if you guys would like to call in, the number is now on the screen. All right, we got a call. 215-6724. You're live on the air.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Armon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. Good night and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year and good night.
I want to make it brief.
Mm-hmm.
My topic is Cardi B.
Mm.
Notice something. She doesn't come up with no music. She don't have no writer. Every time you see Megan, Nicki Minaj and them getting attention, she does just try and take away their shine with some dumb shit always she just come out with. First she come out with Nigeria. Second, she's talking about Congress. So everything now on Cardi B. Look, Megan and Normani come out with a nice one, Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
You notice Cardi B trying to take away their shine with them stripping it. She talking about she want to be politician. Not look into that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's unfair. It's very unfair.
Mm-hmm.
Every time them girls and them, and they just be working hard. Doja Cat, all of them just be working hard.
We don't
and
like
never
Doja
get
Cat.
The credit. Eh?
We don't like Doja Cat. Get her out of here.
Okay then. Well, like City Girls, all of them working hard. They ain't getting no attention. But every time Cardi B comes with dumb shit, she getting the attention with them dumb shit. It's unfair. It's unfair.
No, I understand. I understand. That's why I said she needs to focus on the music.
Focus on the music. Go on tour.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm talking one set of dumb shit. Look at what Sean Remy getting out with all day. That was just fake. It was fake.
Mm-hmm.
For attention. That's all I had was to say good night again.
Thank you so much, Bill. Shout out to you. I love you. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
310-6125. You're live on the air.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, I wanted to say that I really appreciated your thoughts on the on Billy Porter. Not just him as an individual, but about the community.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're definitely 100% correct in the sense that it seems like gay men of color, even gay men, period, it's like hard for us to even being recognized without being some sensationalized antic.
Yes.
And I can't wait for the day when stories, whether it's through music or any other form of entertainment, I can't wait for the moment when our stories are told and it's a three-dimensional depiction of who we are.
Yes.
You know, without the antics. I think it's hard to say that amongst gay people because there is a lot of self-loathing that our community has had to undo. And so sometimes it's hard to find that medium between not being self-loathing and worshiping heteronormative values, but at the same time, if you occupy a space and you yourself are, straight presenting, you shouldn't feel like your story is not important because it's not sensationalized.
Right. And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
But I feel that way about the majority of our, like I call us in-betweens. You know what I mean? Like we look a certain way, but we're still feminine. Like we're just regular, like we're just average gay boy, like men. But those stories don't get told because we're not either hyper masculine to where it's like, oh my God, I thought he was straight. And then it's not this shit show where it's like, oh my God, you see what he's wearing? He's got on a dress.
Yeah, me personally, my idol has always been Prince.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I favor him from Minnesota as well. And I was talking to a friend, a white girl, an acquaintance. I kind of just met her, and I kind of told her like, my fashion interest, and she was like, who you remind me of? I was like, oh, who? She's like, Billy Porter. And I said, well, why do I remind you of Billy Porter? She's like, I think you could just be fabulous like him. And I know she meant it in the most positive way because she saw that, I can turn out a really cool garment, like a nice kimono. But I was like, damn, girl, like, is everyone Billy Porter now?
Yeah,
And
now
that's the
everybody
problem.
has
Like,
to be,
I
anybody
have-
that dresses out avant-garde as Billy Porter. No, this is not me. No.
Yeah. So, but those are my thoughts on that. I love the show, so
Thank you.
I'm excited for 2020 with you.
Thank you so much. Shout out to you. Bye. Yeah, get Billy Porter off my. Okay, let's take another one. Okay, 478-0553. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armon, my love.
Hey,
Happy
boo,
New
what's
Year.
going on?
Not much. I wanted to get into some things.
Okay.
It's Lucky, your member, of course. Okay, I wanted to get into Cardi. You touched on everything, so I want to touch on everything too.
Okay.
Okay, with Cardi. I feel like if Trump can be president, Cardi can be a congresswoman, period. Like, if you open the door for the president of the United States to be Donald Trump, Cardi can be a congresswoman.
Mhm.
That's that on that. Lori Harvey is definitely, can I say garden tool? Is that a cuss word? Is that a cuss word if I say?
I don't
Okay,
think. What does
Lori
that
Harvey
mean?
is a hoe.
Okay.
I'm talking about a hoe.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. She's a hoe for sure.
Are you
The thing
mad at
about
Lori
it is
Harvey?
there's such thing-
Why are people mad at Lori
No,
Harvey?
I'm not mad at all. No. I have love for Lori Harvey. I love that she is doing what these men been doing forever. Like, I do. I appreciate Lori Harvey's game. Like, I ain't mad at her. She getting some ballers. She's doing the dang thing. My
Okay.
thing is this. She's a hoe, but you can be a classy hoe. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
I feel like most women go through a hoe phase, right? The difference is Lori is going through her hoe phase publicly. She's in the spotlight. People can see what she's doing. You don't go from Diddy to Diddy's son to the daddy to the. You can't say that that's not hoe behavior.
But
That's
she's
hoe
only
behavior.
22
But
years
she's-
old.
Is there an age limit on being a hoe?
Yeah. Listen, I don't know about you, but when I was in my 18 to 20, I was a hoe for sure. Let's
That's
just
what
be
I'm
real.
saying, though. People, you go through that phase.
Yeah.
She's young. She's doing it. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. But, you got to call a spade a spade. It is
Okay.
what it is. She's doing it the right way, though. I mean, she got some ballers. She got some, she's making it pop. And people keep saying, like, they hope she doesn't get pregnant. Future only gets broke hoes pregnant, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. She's not looking for no baby. She's not looking to make, to get no money out of Future. So there will be no point in doing that. I think that they really feeling each other, but I would love to see when this hits the fan because it's going to make some good music for Future, for real. Billy Porter. He is definitely, oh my gosh, he makes me sick. I'm so glad that your opinion was the same as mine because I hate that whole idea that you have to be a certain way just because you're a gay man.
Yes.
Because he does. He puts it out there. Like that comparison to, what was it, Miss Lawrence?
Yes.
And then, like, this is the exact same thing. And that's too much.
Yeah,
but
it's
I
like,
feel like this is the equivalent. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we've seen it. This is not new. We've seen this with the Derek J's, the Miss Lawrences. Then it's like if they're not doing this, then they're walking around with a beard and a wig as a comedian, And if they're not Billy Porter, oh girl, I'm gonna say something. People's gonna take that and run with it. No, because I don't want nobody to feel like I'm shading nobody. Let me shut up. But you know where I'm going. Listen, if it's not this, then it's the wig and it, girl.
Right.
We've seen it. We've seen it all. We've been through that. We've had that. We've had the Billy Porters. We've had the Derek J's. We've had the Miss Lawrences. We then moved into the Tyler Perrys. Then we even got the Funky Dinevas. We've got that shit already. Like, girl, I'm over that.
It's too much. But see, I feel the same way about Billy Porter that I feel about Lizzo. You're doing too much. You're putting out an image that everybody doesn't support. I think that big women should be empowered, but there's a way to do everything. And then when you do different stuff like this, because this is my equivalent of like gay cooning, what Billy Porter's doing. Lizzo, that she's mammying, like it's the same thing.
Is.
You're not empowering the group of people that you're trying to bring up.
No.
You're categorized so that everybody is supposed to fall into that category, and they don't. People don't like that's.
Why do these white men? Why do these white men? Why do these white men not go on here like this? However, You
Right.
see that these white men invite Billy Porter to everything because you got this old black man walking around in these goddamn dresses
Right.
looking like this. These white men are not doing that. These white men
They're
are not
laughing
doing
at
that.
you. And it's the same thing with Lizzo's situation. You don't see black women carrying themselves like that. The big women that I see are dressed to the nines, like looking good, got a fine man with them. They're not looking like Lizzo with their ass out of no, like that's not how it goes. Like it puts off an image that this is how it's supposed to be, or this is the typical thing that you see. It's not. They're laughing at you, not with you. That's foolish. And then Nikki Tutorials, I don't know who she is. I wasn't even familiar until you posted that about her. But I have a major issue with the changing the transgender thing with children.
Okay.
That's a major, major thing. I work with children in the foster care system.
Okay.
So a lot of the kids that I deal with, like, they go through all types of different things, finding out what their sexuality is, just different types of things. And what I've noticed is the ones that are transitioning as children are not doing it on their own accord. They're doing it because someone else is pushing them to. Just like she was explaining, I didn't see the video, of course. I just saw the clip that you played. Did she say something about her mom wanted her to change?
Well, her mom thought she had a girl. She was pregnant with a girl, but she said her mom was totally supportive of her through her whole transition.
And of course, like, okay, think about that. What 4-year-old, 6-year-old knows that they want to transition? Like, that seems like that's something that's being pushed off. Like the same thing with like Charlize Theron and the children that she adopts. She now has 2 black children that she's adopted from Africa, and they were boys, and they're both transitioning to girls. Like, how random is that? Like, you when it comes to being transgender, I feel like that's an adult decision. I do understand and have empathy for anyone who feels that, who is transgender, period.
However,
like,
but let me ask you this, with that being an adult decision, especially even with a lot of these transgender, I see a lot of these old men that go to transition, is as much as it's an adult decision that it is, it's a decision that needs to be made early, because it's way too many transgender people out here that are harder than a box of rocks.
That's true.
And they have a horrible life because of the hardness. It just is the fact.
And then the statement that you made about like having a hard adulthood versus having a hard childhood. When you're an adult, you're equipped to deal with those things. A child isn't. That's why you have so many, like the self-harm rate has went up as far as the age that it's happening. You're finding out that kids are self-harming at like 7 and 8 years old from being bullied. Children can't deal with those types of things, but an adult can. Like, it means it doesn't mean anything for you to walk down the street and somebody yell out a slur as an adult versus someone to yell out a slur as a child. That's a lot for a child to deal with. And my thing is, you can't go back once you do something like this.
Right.
That's an adult decision to make. So at 14 years old, it's not like she can turn 16 or 17 and be like, you know what if I made a mistake? What if I don't want to do this anymore? What if this was a phase for me?
Right.
I've seen little boys put on dresses and then turn around and, like a couple years later and decide that was, a phase they were going through, and they didn't end up being transgender. But this was a permanent decision that was made for a child, and I just don't feel like that's responsible for the parent. Of course,
because she clearly got her pineal gland.
So you can be supportive.
Yeah, she got her pineal gland removed at 14. I think
is early. That's puberty.
Yes.
That's crazy. Like, that's just crazy to me. It seems like this was a forced decision, especially when she was saying that all these things, like, even when it comes to memories, I know for a fact that memories can be, if you tell a child something enough, that becomes a memory to them, whether it really happened or not. You can tell them the same story, but do you remember the time we went to Disney World and we did this and we did that? Eventually they're going to be, because I went to Disney World and we did this and we did that. And that might not be what happened. So her mom could have easily brainwashed her into thinking these things, then changed it around, and it would be a different situation. So it's just, I don't know. That's a funny situation when it comes to children, but I don't think anytime,
but when you are transitioning, And I don't know if they did it in their country or whatever, but I know for a fact that for sure you have to go through extensive therapy before you start getting boobs or anything removed, anything added or anything removed. You have to go through. So, and I'm sure even for a kid that the process is even more strenuous of a, like, all right, let's see, is this something that you really want to do? I don't think she made an appointment, and a week later got her thing chopped off. I think that it probably took a series. I think that they were leading up to that. But like she said, she had been growing her hair out since she was 6 years old. And then from 7 to 8, she was going to school in dresses.
But you hit it on the head, though, when you said they had to have a pretty good coin, right?
Yes.
The right amount of money will do anything. You can pay any type of therapist to say, oh, well, I think she's ready for a transition, or I think that this is money talk, period. And I've seen these situations happen where a child will make those types of decisions or feel that they're making these types of decisions for themselves, but really that's something different. I would not be surprised if it comes out later on with Nikki Tutorials that there's some type of mental anguish going on with her, because that's just a strong decision to make at that young of an age. Like, if you can't even consent to sex at 14 years old, how can you consent to a gender change? That's just a lot. That's a heavy, heavy change to make at age 14.
Yes. So what, anything else, Carl? We got to take some more calls, Bill.
I think that was it, but I love you.
I love you too. Thanks for always being a part of the team.
All right.
Bye.
No problem. Bye-bye.
All right. Shout out. We almost got 1,000 people in the chat. Thank you. Let's hit to 1,000. Make sure you guys visit adamandeve.com. It will be in the description box. I don't know if they didn't pay me to run it one more time, but I think I need to do it so they know that you guys will buy it. So let's run it one more quick time, and then we won't run it again. I'll take another call. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Armon, and this video is sponsored by adamandeve.com, America's #1 adult toy store company. If you or someone you know are looking to spicing things up, then I got you covered. Head over to adamandeve.com and use my discount code Armon to receive 50% off of one item and free shipping on an entire order in the US and in Canada. Some exclusions may apply. Happy loving. adamandeve.com. Girl, we just got to make sure that your girls know that y'all need to go over there and let them know that I sent you. All right. Okay, let's take another, let's take some more calls. So mind you, I'm drinking watermelon limerita. Now, if you know me from back when I got on Facebook, I used to be the limerita guy. I wanted to deal with Bud Light. However, it never really happened. But this is my first time driving the watermelon Rita. I'm not sponsored, but it's really good, and it's getting me right together. FYI. All right. A little sweet, but it's there. All right. 678-1857. You're live on the air.
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
Not much. So about the Nikki Tutorials person.
Okay.
She explained in an interview that her mom was convinced that she was going to have a girl.
Yes.
While her mom was pregnant with her, right?
Yes.
Remember reading that?
Mm-hmm.
And her mom kept telling the OBGYN to keep running the scans on her, and she finally ended up getting a girl that she wanted. Eventually. So I think the mother had a lot of influence on the decision.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we are coming to that conclusion. The problem what I have with this person is she was just recently engaged in August of 2019, and her fiance found out that she was a man when the entire world found out that she was born. Because
when he was putting his penis in her hole, he wasn't bumping her sword. So that's probably why she didn't tell him, because it looked like a kunachi.
Yeah, I feel you on that, but I still feel like, regardless if you've had the surgery and stuff, you should still say that you're transgender. You know what I'm saying? Like, think that's kind of weird and awkward. But she said that they're like kind of on a break or whatever.
Oh, they are?
Didn't know.
When did she say that? I didn't watch the
whole
whole video. She said that in the video, or she tweeted that?
No, so she had an interview with Cosmopolitan. And
Oh, so he's kind of wore out because he didn't know that he was dating a transgender girl. I'm telling you, this video,
Rightfully
I
so.
should have did this. I should have did this video, and I might bring this back and do a separate segment on this because this is some tea.
Right. And
So send me that link. Send me that link when you find that too, because we might have to bring this back.
No, I'm on it. Yeah, I'll send it to you now. Another thing, the last caller said that Future don't, I guess, smash nothing but broke hoes. But
Oh, okay.
is everybody forgetting that he had a child with Sierra? She's not broke at all.
Well, no. Well, I think. Well, that was the. I don't think that's what he meant. But I mean, lately he was saying that. I think she was saying that these girls getting pregnant after Sierra, they're looking for a check, like a come up, like so they're purposely getting pregnant.
Yeah, he's been off the chain. Oh my goodness. And Billy Porter.
Yes.
Billy Porter. Oh my God, he's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, he's not a representation of other black gay men. I mean, it's like you feel free to express yourself, but why do you gotta look so like Halloween every time you come out? Like, why you can't just look tailored? Even the dresses you have on, it's not even like nice to look at. It's like you say, a shit show. So
absolutely,
I agree with you on that. Like, if you gonna wear a dress, do it right. Like, do it right. Like, do it. It's a way to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could look polished. He don't look polished. He look like he have gel tattoos and a big oversized dress. I mean, and look very masculine in the face. So I didn't really get that look. But that's all I had to say. Thank you for letting me call in.
All right, send me that link. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna wrap this video, and then we're gonna come back in about 10 minutes or maybe 20 minutes. So you guys, all the people here, I'm coming back live. We're going to do that Nikki tutorials video. So we're going to come back at 5:00 my time because I need to read that article. So send me the article. And so you guys better be here. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Oh, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys are following on Spotify and iTunes, so you guys can listen to my interviews on the go on your podcast apps. And we're on all other streaming services as well, but those are just the main ones that people have. So shout out to that, and I will see you guys in a few. I love you. I'll see you guys next year. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you guys keep checking the channel, and so we can get into some things. Nikki tutorial video up next. We're going to get into the trans thing. I want everybody to have a conversation. I know that can be a lengthy video, so it's going to be another lengthy video like the DL Man Exposed. So I'm here for it. Just give me a second and we can get into some real things. All right. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.